This episode of eHealth Radio is brought to you by UNatural, empowering your health as natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Serenity is the natural sleep aid supplement that helps you wind down without the grogginess and fogginess that habit-forming sleep aids can sometimes cause. Try it risk-free for 90 days with 15% off from eunatural.com using checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is unatural.com, checkout code eHealth15.
This is the eHealth Radio Network, your source for health advice on demand. And now your host, Eric Michaels.
Thanks for joining us once again here on the eHealth Radio Network. This is your host, Eric Michaels. eHealth Radio gives you the most current health information, news, and advice featuring some of the leading innovators in healthcare and wellness who are changing healthcare as we know it. For more eHealth Radio reports, we invite you to visit our main radio channel site at eHealthRadioNetwork.com. Today we're speaking with Christine Deschemin, a certified hypnotherapist and founder of the Renewed Edge Hypnotherapy Centre located in Hong Kong, as well as the creator of the Self-Hypnosis app, UpNow. And Christine, thanks for joining us here today on eHealth Radio.
Hello, thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
And you're certainly more than welcome. Our pleasure, and thanks for coming to us from Hong Kong today. So, for starters, what got you interested in hypnotherapy to begin with? Let's start there.
Well, I discovered hypnotherapy actually because in France, where I come from, I could see it being used by medical professionals in hospitals, for instance, operating theater, at a dentist as well. So many places. And the medical profession in France is not the most open to new things. And that for me meant that there were enough studies about hypnotherapy, and that there were some benefits to using hypnotherapy, and that's how I got started. I started studying it, got a diploma, and started practicing it.
And as far as the app is concerned, what inspired you to create UpNow? Talk to us about that.
Well, the thing about hypnosis, there's so many misconceptions which were basically spread by Hollywood and to some extent the media. And so for people to experience the benefit of hypnosis, I thought that creating an app would be one of the best ways, because you can do that from the comfort of your home. And nowadays, we really pay attention to having a self-care routine more than, I would say, last year because of what's been happening with, among others, Covid-19. And so an app is a great way to help people change their routine almost effortlessly and add something called self-hypnosis. And that's why I decided to create an app that is useful, that can be used anywhere. You can download the audios offline and then use them if you're traveling. People are mobile, so accessibility was a core theme when I created the app, because not everyone can come and see me in my office, in my clinic.
Well, I can certainly see where the inspiration came from, and you're right, not everyone can visit you in your office, especially with all this going on with COVID-19. What can be accomplished with self-hypnosis?
So many things that it might seem incredible. You can manage pain with self-hypnosis, and there is quite a bit of research on that. And actually, if you go to the American Psychological Association, they list a series of sicknesses or disease that you can use hypnosis, to help with those things. So anxiety, depression, labor for pregnant women. Again, it goes back to the pain management side. Relaxation, of course. And then, of course, there is all the side around management. So I have a lot of sports people, athletes coming to see me, because at that level, they know what to do. They've practiced for thousands of hours. They know how to do the movement they're supposed to do. They know how to play their game. But the real, where it all plays out is in the mind. So helping them get this winning mindset. Phobias. Hypnosis, self-hypnosis is really useful for phobias as well, and many other things that I might have a chance to talk about later on. But It's so wide, and what it does, it leverages the mind-body connection, among others, and that's pretty powerful.
And certainly do appreciate your input there on what can be accomplished with self-hypnosis. As natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Try Serenity at 15% off from unatural.com with checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is eunatural.com, checkout code eHealth15. Today we're speaking with Christine Deschemin, the creator of the Self-Hypnosis app, UpNow, and she's joined us here today on eHealth Radio's Hypnosis and Technology Channels, a part of the eHealth Radio Network. Now, we talked about what can be accomplished with self-hypnosis. How does hypnotherapy actually work?
Well, hypnotherapy, so it's therapy that uses a tool called self-hypnosis or hypnosis. I would use interchangeably self-hypnosis and hypnosis because actually, whenever you are guided into that state by a therapist, you are creating this state. The therapist guides you, so the therapist is not inducing this state in you. So when you use that state, then you can really go past limitations and start getting rid of limiting beliefs.
Certainly do appreciate your coming to us from Hong Kong today and for introducing the UpNow app as well. And speaking of which, how can people actually access UpNow and take advantage?
Well, it's very, very simple. So you can go to the website upnow.com, so upnow.com, and you'll find the links that lead you to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, or you can go directly to those two stores and just type in UpNow Hypnosis. You'll find the app there. It's very easy to use.
And Christine, before you go, and in conclusion, any closing thoughts, a takeaway, a tip, anything else you'd like to cover or mention before we conclude here today?
Well, I like to say that nowadays people understand that self-care, having a self-care routine is very important. It's not just about feeling comfortable, but it's about your physical health as well, because we know that stress and negative emotions depress the immune system. So when you do have a self-care routine that works for you, you are working on prevention, and prevention trumps everything. That's what helps you when there is a crisis, that happens, which was very unexpected. It can be at the, within the family or at a higher level, pandemic level, global level. So having a self-care routine is very, very important. And there is this tool called self-hypnosis, who has already entered hospitals in Europe mostly, who is also used by doctors in the U.S., by the way, for things like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So taking care of yourself is not a luxury. It is something you must do. And once you do it, you actually teaching people who you care about to actually do the same thing as well.
Well, Christine, we thank you for your time and joining us here today. Folks, again, for more information on the Self-Hypnosis app, UpNow, visit upnow.com. Christine, all the best, and thanks for joining us here today on eHealth Radio.
Thank you very much. I hope it was very informative. Thanks again.
And you're certainly more than welcome anytime. We've been speaking with Christine Deschemin, a certified hypnotherapist and founder of the Renewed Edge Hypnotherapy Centre in Hong Kong, as well as the creator of the Self-Hypnosis app, UpNow. And for more information on the app or to download the app, visit upnow.com. And again, this has been your host, Eric Michaels, and we do thank you for your continued support of the eHealth Radio Network. Join us again soon for another episode that will help further expand your knowledge on those things that are important to your health and wellness. For more eHealth Radio reports, we invite you to visit our main radio channel site at eHealthRadioNetwork.com. And as always, we do thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to the eHealth Radio Network. For more information or to subscribe to this podcast, visit eHealthRadioNetwork.com.
This episode of eHealth Radio was brought to you by UNatural, empowering your health as natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Try Serenity at 15% off from unatural.com with checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is eunatural.com, checkout code eHealth15.